Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. The Active Live! Yeah.
Oh, hi, this is The Active Live. I've just come out of one beautiful studio and walked through the big glass door, through the big glass window into another studio. This is Active Live for this Friday. What day is it? Sometime in August. I am looking at Jan who plays as Yolk, and I'm looking at Baxter, who I guess, does that make you white? No, that's a stupid dad joke about eggs. Jan, tell us about Yolk. Who are you? Where have you been? And where are you heading to?
All right. So Yolk is like my, solo project. It's kind of like somewhere between like lo-fi folk music and kind of like haggard indie pop music.
Oh, I love haggard is one of my favorite adjectives.
I would totally describe it as that. It's all over the show. If you ever hear any of my recordings, it's going to sound absolutely nothing like what you're about to hear now.
Okay.
I kind of just like to recruit people to kind of like bring the songs to life.
Yeah.
But it's like not my intention to replicate what I've recorded. Because, I mean, when I'm recording, it's, that insular, like layered style of like, 200 tracks.
Right. And you find yourself doing a lot of looping and overdubbing and resampling yourself. And
yeah, absolutely.
I can imagine, yeah.
Total, like, narcissism fest.
But looking at you today, I mean, this is a very simple setup we've got. I'm looking at one pedal, two guitars, two very attractive human beings, and that's it.
Well, I mean, that's all you need to make good music, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I really like what he does. I mean, what you're about to hear will definitely, like,
cool.
Kind of give you an idea of, like, an ambient layered aspect.
Yeah.
The music.
So Baxter, you were like a part-time yoker.
I'd say
he's
a full-time member, but I mean,
Baxter's not just being shy; just he hasn't got a vocal mic today, so we can't hear. But I can tell you, he's smiling and nodding at the moment. So in the international language of sign, Baxter says yes.
Without him, I'm nothing. Like, let's just put it that way.
Oh, now that's the basis of any firm friendship. What's the first track we're going to hear?
This one's called House Sports Blues. It's a throwback to younger days, high school, etc.
Such a pleasure to have you here, guys.
As far as it's not on any records yet, but it will be in the future.
Absolute pleasure to have you here. Let's enjoy. Thanks, you.
Man.
Man, that is a beautiful noise. Thank you so much. So, what was the track called again?
House Sports Blues.
House Sports Blues. Apologies for the coughing. You know, I was saying before that you're a very, very simple lineup. Like I'm looking at Baxter's got a basic 6-string bass. You're playing a basic 6-string Fender acoustic. I love that. And yet at Baxter's feet, there's a little box about the size of a cigarette packet that somehow just turned itself into a church organ, like halfway through that track.
Yeah, that's the secret, I guess. Yeah. Totally. Adds such a dynamic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's when you're putting together a piece like that or planning on how you're going to play it on a live to air, like do you say, I want you to come in now and make that sound, or do you look at Baxter and trust him and say, if he's going to adorn this, it'll be something I like?
I guess like for that particular song, like we just kind of like jammed it for 20 minutes and kind of like we kind of just feel out when, you know, we bring it up and then bring it down. Because you can totally just like kind of feel out what bits need to be louder and when to draw back, and then kind of like when you finalize like the structure of the song.
And
kind of already figured out the
some of that process of invention was actually happening live in here today, wasn't it? You were working out like how things were going to be.
Pretty much, absolutely. Like it's kind of different every time.
Yeah.
Like we kind of have a little formula for it, but like as far as like the sonic texture of it, it's always different.
Because the last like hour and a half, we've been sitting in adjacent rooms. Sitting in adjacent adjoining rooms, staring at each other through bits of glass, and I've been going, "Wow, that's the band. They sound great." And you've been going, "Who's that guy dancing? He's hilarious." And I've been like listening to like the same track sort of mutate and evolve, like in my cans. I've been listening, going, "Oh, this is going to be a treat." Like you're genuine musicians who can invent on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, to a degree. I would say I'm probably the worst improvising musician ever, but, with that song, I'm just doing the same thing the whole way through. But this guy over here, he's good.
Cool. Hey, without further ado, should we kick into something new? Or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Enjoy. What's this one called?
This one's called I Could Go Out Like This. Peach Pastels, yeah. I guess it's got two names.
I Could Go Out Like This or Peach Pastels.
Peach Pastels, man, yeah.
Sounds like every Friday night in the 80s.
Must have been a good time. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just tuning my guitar.
Do you want me to mumble something over the top while you get it there? Or are we good?
Sure, you go for it, man.
This is the live organic experience, like guitarists tuning up on stage.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I make it, I'll buy more, but...
There is one thing I could say, is that if you're listening to this on the radio or on the website, we are also streaming this live on our Facebook page via a couple of beautiful little video cameras that I'm looking at, and we're also, I believe, streaming live on the website as well. So this is Radioactive Live to Air with Yolk, Radioactive 88.6 FM or radioactive.fm. Enjoy.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pastels, the boat dances. I could go out like this, dressed like shit, but feels to kill. My mother played me, my father fled to France. Babies, a new romance. So it was. Au revoir, papa, c'est la vie. Such is life, and life is such to me. oceans between emotions and further south. The world's at end when Christ descends. The lineage is in the linen. You are forgiven. This fashion crisis, wasted rules I'll never leave. Forever blue, too kind, but so green. And my heart sleeps. Goodbye, direction. I can't stand it here or bear it anywhere else.
That's a beautiful thing. The lyrics really matter to you, don't they? I mean, there's a lot of real, there's some careful wordsmithery going on in there.
Yeah, that one's poignant. You could say. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, that one I think was kind of like perhaps an emotional milestone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, totally. I think like for me and like my personal musical interest has always been like pretty lyrical.
Yeah.
And
That's coming through really strong. I'm hearing like a sort of, almost like a Jens Lekman sort of feel in there.
I don't know who that is, but I'll take it. I'm sure it's a compliment.
I'll lend you some. All
right, man.
I think it become your new favorite thing.
Totally. I mean, I'm super influenced by, you know, like the kind of like poetic songwriter dudes, you know, like
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen, Lou Reed, those dudes.
Of course, yeah.
You know, anybody with like a voice as bad as mine, it's fucking, you know where it's at.
It's a perfectly adequate voice, man. Don't put yourself down. It's a tuneful voice. And then sorry, that is not damning with faint praise. It's like I know exactly what you mean because I occasionally try to sing and I know exactly where my range is, and it's a lot smaller than yours, but I still enjoy doing it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, if you're singing with sincerity, that's like,
Exactly.
that's all you need.
It's funny. I got into this big online argument with somebody the other day about Yoko Ono, and I said I love Yoko Ono's music because every syllable she pronounces, like, you know, she means it.
Yeah, totally.
It doesn't care if it's not a classical voice; it's her voice. You know, it's like, you know, no one ever accused Neil Young of being a great singer, but hell, he's Neil Young. You know?
Sweet baby Neil. He's like the greatest of all time, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
The last of the living gods. Eh?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it'll be a black day when he passes.
Hey, let's not even go there. Can we just go straight into another track while I get all depressed?
Well, I mean, sure, if that's what you want to do. I'm open to it. Okay, this one's called 1-2.
Yeah.
It's off the album I'm about to release called Bad Water.
Cool. When do we expect the album?
I would say I just got the cover done from my friend. Shout out to Adam.
So we're actually getting like a physical copy as well?
Perhaps. I mean, there'll be cassettes available.
Cassettes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Just vintage snob. But
Cassettes
as far as like
are-
any vinyl goes,
I was going to say cassettes are the new vinyl, aren't they?
I mean, they're so like cheap to reproduce. Like I can just like hole up in my room for a few hours and just
Yeah.
dub. It's easy to go. I mean, it sounds cool. It's like so like it's awesome. It like degrades your music in such a way it just sounds like instantly fabulous.
Well, it also instantly sounds like it was recorded 3 decades ago,
Yeah.
just because of the medium.
It's like I don't know. It's weird how it kind of went out of style for a bit. I mean, I don't really understand, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm young, so
And
all right.
and the name of the album will be
Bad Water.
Bad Water, and we expect that a couple of weeks, a month.
I would say maybe in like 1 month time. I'm just like finishing like the final like mastering of the tracks,
Cool.
and then it will go out, and
Yeah.
be
And I
forgotten, and we'll move on
I
with our
very much
lives.
expect it'll turn up on the playlist here on Active as well.
All right, man.
Let's
Awesome.
enjoy. Thank you.
Cool. Ready, brother? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I meet you if not to be you? Let her know you never hold. Sure, I'm inside you in the red room. Never go home alone. No one is one to see that you're due down below. Heart and whole, all right is writing all the wrong things. Cigarettes need a throat to choke. Throw me a filter, I'm a roller. Story sticks, so seal my lips. Fuck all the hours I gave to others. If it's sore to take his bone, this dog is old. All feelings have orders, from fear to boredom. Cup of tea now, my knees are weak. Pissing my letters, loving letters. Tears is easy, it's the sum of hearts. That was a pretty raw one.
Yeah. It sounded pretty good from where I was sitting, man.
Oh, thank you. It's my fingers are playing tricks on me today.
I guess, it's a very mature thing that you've got to be your own harshest critic. Eh?
Oh,
Like if you're not your own harshest critic, then somebody else will be. But at the same time, when everyone else is telling you you're sounding great, like maybe you're sounding great.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm always in two minds about things like that. One day you wake up and you're like, I'm the greatest thing on this planet, and then 5 minutes later you're back like self-depreciating, like, why do I even exist? I feel like that's what I think I want my music to represent, that epic limbo between just like every day is good and bad, and every day you're like, I'm great, and then you're like, I'm terrible, I'm great, I'm terrible, like peaks and valleys, Have you ever heard that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you got to live your life, man.
It is. I mean, every discussion I get into with an intensely creative person will almost say something similar. Like there's a manic depressive bipolarity sort of thing happening between like I can get that high up and I can get that low down, and like the journey is the journey between the 2 points is where the creativity happens.
Yeah,
and I totally
absolutely.
get that because I'm in a really, really stable place at the moment. I'm kind of going, yeah, but I'm writing shit,
Yeah, it's weird like that, Like, as soon as you're happy, you're like, what have I got to say,
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you don't need to be waking up in a dumpster with a needle in your arm to write a decent song, but at the same
no
time,
doubt.
it is important to...
Probably helps, though, but,
You need tension. You need tension in you. You need a little bit of tension to generate creative
Yeah,
tension.
a little bit of drama, for sure,
Yeah.
Like...
But not self-created drama, because that just becomes a kind of vanity project.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's nothing worse than watching someone, like, dive head first into a dumpster
Or someone just...
for creativities. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
or
It's not
someone,
real,
someone actively being a dick to their friends and lovers just because they think that's part of their process and they're allowed to, And I've seen a lot of musicians go down that path as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of weird, but you can't fake the funk, man. You can't fake the pain. Come on. All right.
Let's keep going. Yeah, thank you.
We'll go on to the next number. It's kind of similar to the first one, I guess. It's called Cows. It's actually it's a song about saying goodbye for now. It's a nice country one. It's coming out eventually, probably next year, on the album after the one I'm about to release.
Thinking albums ahead. Nice.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. Sorry. I just forgot something. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes we cry to get along. Raise a glass, cheers. That bag will be ash by dawn. Shoot and trickle, stunned like a bolt gun to the brain, to be ground from carving. Tell me, was it love all the same? So until the cows come home. And it's caustic. You've caused me now, caught in the livestock crush. And are we standing here? I'm sorry, but I've had too much to remember only you by that black star shape on your heart, while your tag decrees. Was it bullshit right from the start? So until the cows come home. cows come home. So long until the cows come home. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm moving over. I'm moving over. I'm moving over. I'm moving over on the couch, man.
What a beautiful way to go out. What was the last track called?
Cows.
That was so that was like Cow's reprise at the end. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yep.
Nice.
Totally.
Nice. You have been listening to Jan Lador, who plays and records as Yolk. Today joined on bass, a keyboard, and assorted wizardry by Baxter. This is Radioactive live to air on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
If the
Thanks
album
for
is,
having us.
if the album's out in a month or two, make sure we get something to play up here.
All right. Can I just like pass it on to Hunter or something and like
Yeah,
get him
for
to
sure.
harass you guys? But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much for having us. Love it. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. You can hear them You can hear them clapping in the next studio. Lydia, drive. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.
Disco Sensation.